We packed the audience with believers, people who are open to the possibility that we might be able to communicate with loved ones who have crossed over. And if we're going to do this particular show, there are two guests that simply must be a part of the mix. And here they are. Please welcome world-famous psychic mediums, Char Margolis and John Edward. To come back to daytime TV, one of my dreams was to do a show like this, like we used to do with my old show. So I'm so glad to see both of you.
It's so nice to see you.
I'm honored to be here, and it's great to see you on TV again. Really.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Magic is about to happen, but can you tell both of us, all our audience, and those of us who didn't see you guys in the past, how your processes work?
Okay. If we come to you, you need to know that we're going to bring through information that's what we call validation, confirmation, evidential, to connect us. So it's anchoring information so that we know who we're with. I would like to tell you that we're going to get who you're hoping to hear from, but as long as somebody's kind of crossed over, they can come through. So you need to be open. You need to listen to what we're saying. Everybody has that A-list of people that they want to hear from, the people that you've absolutely positively said, come through, come through, come through. The reality is, if somebody else has crossed, they can come through first. That's why it's important to listen. Names, dates, initials. They'll talk about living people as well as those who have crossed. And I like to say that, you know, we work differently but very similar in stamina.
I was just going to say, I've had you both on my old show at different times. I've never had you together, but you've worked together in the past.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we have, actually,
Yeah.
on a number of occasions. We're like two bad kids.
Yeah. who make magic happen. So, okay, I'm going to go in the audience. No one's mic'd. I didn't say hi to you before the show because I didn't want there to be sort of any, I mean,
So
we're
nice.
seeing each other for the first time in many, many years.
Yeah,
and
so
let's
great.
get started.
Okay,
I'm so
thank you.
excited. Okay.
I'm being pulled to an area that you're going to all kill me, so I'm so sorry. But
No, go ahead.
I am being pulled directly in front of me.
Okay.
So in this section over here, and maybe we can pull the person out of the audience if you want, but I've
Sure.
got somebody's dad who's coming through who's telling me his birthday's next month. So I feel like I'm supposed to talk about somebody's father in that section over there. They're telling me to talk about the J or G name like Jack or James. So there's got to be a J or G living, and they're telling me that next month is significant. They're also telling me that there's two energies of children that didn't make it here. And I'm supposed to say that the energies of the children are with him. So straight ahead in that section, the woman with the blonde hair in the last row, I think I'm around her. If you can just take the mic, please.
Come on over here. You're already in tears. Stand up here with me.
So here's the first thing. Don't say anything. So I want to make sure that I'm actually with you. Here's what I'm getting. Older male figure that's passed, that would be like a father figure. There's a J or G name that's connected. I don't know if it's Jack or James, either living or past. They're telling me to talk about somebody who had an alcohol issue or an issue with substance. And there are two energies that didn't make it here, which means that somebody might have had a stillborn and a miscarriage, or there was maybe a terminated pregnancy. I'm not really sure where this goes, but I feel like it's connected there. Is your dad's birthday or somebody's birthday next month?
No, the anniversary of my mom's death is.
Say it again?
I said the anniversary of my mom's death is.
Is it next month? But is your dad passed as well?
He just passed 3 months ago.
Okay, I need you to know that your dad's here, but he's insisting I tell you he's got two younger energies who are with him. I do not feel like they made it here. So I don't know if these are two miscarriages, or I just want you to know like how he's coming across. He's also telling me who had the cancer.
My mom.
He's with the woman who had the cancer then. He's with your mom. And did you come today specifically to try to make a connection?
Well, no, I came for.
To see Ricky Lake.
Yes. But I mean, I didn't know the show until, yeah.
So when you found out that this was taking place, was there a moment where you went, oh my God, they're going to pick me?
Yes.
Okay. And you know why that's important? Because neither one of us said anything to you. We haven't
No.
met, right? So what happened is your family let you know we're going to do this today. And it's their way of letting you know that they're here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Wow.
Good.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm in the same area. I know that, but I'm getting like a Mary Robert or Robert Mary, or is there somebody here that's that has a deceased Robert? Yes. Robert Mary, or just Robert? And is this your dad or your brother?
Brother.
Your brother. Could you stand up?
I think Mary's with him.
Yeah. Is there a Mary connected to your brother? There's a Mary, or who'd you come with? Stand up if you all came together.
Gloria and my mother, Carly.
Okay, but is there a Mary person, like a Marie middle name?
My name is Marie.
Your middle name's Marie.
Yeah.
This is who I'm getting.
We both
Okay.
lost our brother, Bob.
Okay, Bob's spirit's here, and I see that he liked to do practical jokes.
Yes.
And he did. Is this your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's saying he did practical jokes on you as well, and then there's something. He's also showing me something really like embarrassing that happened. I don't know if I don't know if somebody lost their bathing suit when they were swimming, or your bras were thrown around, or
My mom just said that he threw her over the boat.
he threw you over the boat. Okay, because he was showing me something about a bathing suit in the water, but he's laughing. He thinks it's hilarious. And he's also showing me a J person.
It's my son.
Is your son living, your son?
Yeah.
And is he J-A or J-U? Or is he's not John or J, I don't know the name.
J-E.
Jerry, Jeffrey?
Jez. It's an
Jez.
unusual
Okay,
name,
close enough.
Jez.
I don't know that I get that. He watches over him, and I feel that your son has felt his spirit around. Does your son say, I see Bob, or I see Uncle Bob, or I see Uncle Robert?
He's very connected to him.
Yeah, and there's something he's telling me about his picture that fell at a really weird moment, or he's trying to, his energy, he's either making lights flash on and off.
Oh my God! And the pic? Did you
And
just say the picture that fell?
The picture fell. He said he pushed the picture.
That was.
And he's saying
week ago.
that was a validation for you. That was a verification that it's him and he's here and he's really at peace and he's really, really happy. And there's somebody from another country. Are you from another country? Yes. There's somebody with an accent that he's with, and they're all excited. They're talking in another accent. They're in there's a.
Wait. Did you just say your dad's there?
Yes.
She said that in the beginning. She actually said that in the beginning. You guys missed that because you were focusing
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
brother.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is he your dad? No, my dad's there. That's my
Your
dad
dad's
with
in
the
spirit
accent.
as well. And somebody worked with food.
My dad loved to cook.
Then that's what he's
Especially
doing.
in
He's
his later
maybe
years,
he's
yeah.
cooking. And did your stove just break, or did you have an issue with? Was there ever like a fire or a fire in the
Oh my God, I'm
kitchen?
just getting that.
Long time ago, yes. Long time ago.
Long time ago, there was a fire
About 30 years ago. A small fire on the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, the fire in the kitchen. Okay, he's just saying that he's watching over you. He's going to make sure that you're protected, but he's letting you know about the fire in the kitchen for some reason. Thank
Does
you
this
so much.
give you
all of
peace? Does this, yes?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Amazing. We'll be right back after this.
Whatever happened to his head, we shouldn't fixate on the clarity of minds. But he doesn't want you to feel responsible for his passing. Why is he making me feel like he doesn't want you to be responsible?
Hey, back. If you're just joining us, where have you been? You're missing it. We are talking with psychic mediums John Edward and Char Margolis, who are helping members of our audience communicate with loved ones who are no longer with us. Now, I'm no psychic, but where are Michelle and Ellen? Stand up, please. Hi. Nice to see you. I know you're here for a specific reason, and we'll just see what our experts get.
I don't know if I'm with you, but during the break, I had asked the producer. I said I was picking up on somebody that lost a son. So I don't know if that's with you guys, but that's the energy that I was getting. Was somebody who had crossed that was a younger male.
Not a male.
Was there a female though?
Yes.
Well, if it's not a male.
No,
Yeah,
I
but it's
know.
not a male. I was just going to
I was
say.
thinking
Kinda limits the options.
No, sorry. Go on.
I'm actually I'm getting a male, so then I'm not with you. So you can go.
Are you sure?
No, positive.
Okay. I was seeing a young female, and I was seeing. I see her holding like a stuffed animal. Did you bury her with a stuffed animal or a blanket or something? I don't know. There's something soft with soft.
She had a favorite stuffed animal, but we didn't bury her with
But do you still have it in your home?
We sure do.
Okay. Was it moved, or did you move it recently, or did you hold it recently? Were
I
you
held
cuddling
it recently.
and crying?
Yes. I was
You were
holding
cuddling
it
it.
recently.
Okay, I'm
yes.
feeling this. I'm feeling this is her, and I'm seeing. I don't know the name. Is there an A, or J,
Is it J sounding?
or G? It could be G. Is
Her
first
sister Jerry?
Jerry? That's her sister? Okay, yeah. Don't say names. Just kind of.
Okay, sorry.
And her sister's living though. And
Oh, yes.
yeah. And who put like the rainbows on the wall or the stars on the wall or showing me? Did somebody make a star in her name or rainbows? I'm seeing rainbows and stars. There's an L or an E or L. Is this her or other family?
E and E is
That family deceased?
E is her.
But she starts with an E, right?
Yes.
Is there an
Yes.
R in her name, or
Yes.
is
Yes.
it ER or Esther?
Her
or,
middle name has an R.
Okay, but her first name is there an R or an L in her first name?
An L.
Is it EL or I don't know the name, but it's E with an like Emily.
That's it.
Emily?
That's her
Okay.
name.
And I'm feeling I know this is her. She's trying to get in here. And I have a feeling she's going to help bring in the little boy that John is talking about. She was with you when you hugged that stuffed animal, and she doesn't want you to think she's suffering. She wants you to know she's at peace. Emily's at peace. Don't think about how she passed.
Can I just say something? Is she Emily Rose?
Yes.
I think you have something with a rainbow on it that says Emily Rose, because I was totally not listening, to be honest. And I was like, and I'm trying to like figure out where I'm going next. Am I going back there or behind that wall? And all of a sudden I was like, Emily Rose, and then I saw the rainbow, and I was like, wait, she just said rainbow.
Maybe there's something in her room. I'll have to go look.
I think you have it. I think this rainbow thing that I've known her for a long time. When she fixates on something too, it's like, pay attention.
Yeah, well, obviously it's her, but she wants to bring in. Well, there's two things. One, she's showing me tires on something. Was there an accident or a car
Yes,
accident?
yes.
Is that how she died in the car? Yeah, because I'm seeing crashing tires, and she wants you to know she didn't suffer. There's other people around her deceased, watching over her. Is there an M or an R person deceased?
Yeah.
Is R like a grandmother?
My grandmother's name
Is it- wait,
started
is-
with
is-
an M.
Who, your grandmother?
Yes.
M with an R in it?
No.
My grandmother's name was R.
Is she Rose or
Rose, yeah.
Rose? But yours is an M?
Yes.
And in the M name, is there an L in it or an N?
Yeah, an N.
Like
yes.
Minnie?
Yes,
or
that's her name. Minnie. That's her name.
Minnie, Rose, they're all encompassing, taking care of her, and making her chicken soup.
Thank you. I hope that gives you some peace. Oh my gosh. Whew. That's crazy.
I think he's got to get the little boy.
I just don't know where he belongs.
You'll find him.
But I think his dad's here, so that should narrow it down. There's a lot of women in the audience. Is there a father figure here who lost a son?
In the very back.
Because it's time I need to go to daddy.
Oh, God, I can't take this.
So
Big Daddy.
Did you lose a young male?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you have any connections to the southern part of the United States, or if you're planning on going there, if you have family that's in the southern part of the United States.
Yes.
But I need to make a big deal about that. Now, is this your first child or your only son? Or
My only.
Okay, because he's telling me I'm the one. He shows me a one. Actually, just so you know what I'm seeing is I'm seeing Tigger, and people who know Tigger from Winnie the Pooh knows that he's the only one. So that's how I usually get to that, but he's showing me Tigger. I need you to know that there's a huge reference that whatever happened to his head, we shouldn't fixate on the clarity of mind. So I don't know what this is, but he doesn't want you to feel responsible for his passing. Why is he making me feel like he doesn't want you to be responsible? Do you feel responsible?
He committed suicide.
No, he's making a big deal about he doesn't want you as dad to feel responsible. So I don't know if this is something that, I don't know how he did it, and quite honestly, he just gave me that something affected his head and the clarity of his mind. So I need to let you know that that's how he's describing his passing to me. He's telling me he was met by the A on the other side. There's an A.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if that's his mom, your mom, or his mom.
My mom.
Okay, so she was there before him.
Yes.
Okay, are you with somebody else back there?
Yes.
Who else is with you?
With my wife.
So this is your child as well?
No.
Okay. Did you help raise him, or did you know her? Did you know his son?
Yes, I knew him not since he was 10.
Okay, I'm supposed to say thank you for helping him deal with this. I don't know if you got him involved with therapy or if you got involved with a support group or if you worked with the church, but whatever it is that you're doing, he's making me feel like thank you. And I have to ask you, was there substance abuse involved with him?
Not that I know of previous.
The reason why
to
I'm saying
what
that is I feel like I'm going up and down.
Right.
So I don't know if he was bipolar or if there was an issue with his chemistry being off, but
Could be.
this is the feeling that I get when somebody's kind of like literally abusing substance. And sometimes people self-medicate. I'm getting that. So
It
is your
could
dad
be.
passed too?
Yes.
Dad's here. Yeah, Dad's here. And he's coming to talk about the second, which is either the second month, February, or the second of a month.
My son.
And then, I'm sorry?
was born in February, his son.
My son was born in February.
Now, where's Michael? Is Michael his friend? Your son is telling me to tell you Michael. My son's middle name is Michael, and I'm seeing Michael. So there's something about the name Michael that he wants me to highlight for the family. He's telling me he's with mom, so your mom is there. And he's also somebody had the massive heart attack, 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3, they were gone. Like there was no warning.
Like I believe my grandmother passed by a heart attack like that.
Now, are you involved with trucking or driving, or did anybody do that?
My father is a truck driver, owned a trucking company.
Okay. Is he still here?
Yes.
Can you tell him that your mom said that she was crazy? Like, do you know what I mean by that?
Absolutely.
Is that like like I'm not really sure. Like, is that a joke? Like, he would be like, she's a crazy lady, or she's...
His wife after my mom passed, yes. There was, he knew her before.
Gotcha. I just want you to know that your son is okay, and I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. And I know suicide always brings up questions about what happens when a person crosses. I can tell you in the almost three decades of doing this that I always say suicide is never the answer because we don't solve anything by ending our physical existence here. But there are different degrees of what suicide is. Sometimes when somebody has a physiological disorder or if there is an imbalance mentally, that's a diagnosis that would be clinical. And it's not just somebody who's ending their life because they don't want to live here. So I think your son falls into the category of not being able to cope because of some other things, and he doesn't want you to feel responsible, and that's the message.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Whew, whoa, amazing, amazing. Okay. What's next? See, I'm like totally a viewer, you guys. I'm one of you, completely.
I'm feeling somebody it's in the front. I think it's in the front. Somebody lost a parent. Somebody's parent died. I'm getting a J or M initial. Is it? Do you want to stand up, both of you? Are you with her? No. Okay. Is there a J or an M?
My dad's initials.
Don't say the name. Is his first name M? Mm-hmm. Is it spelled M-I? Michael? Okay. Your dad's here. He's apologizing. I don't know why. Did he not leave everything in order? Did he left things in disarray? Financially, emotionally? Anyway, your dad, you're not married, right?
No.
Yeah. Because what he's saying to me is that he's going to be with you I feel that one day you will be married, and that he's going to be there to walk you down the aisle. And that's the one thing that breaks your heart, to think that he's not going to be here. And did you bring something of his today? Did you bring a picture of him or something of his today?
A prayer.
A prayer that he gave you?
It's our prayer.
It's a prayer.
Together.
Okay. He wants you to know that he is watching over you, and that I think he's pushing me like, are you in school? Are you looking for a new job? You're in school?
School.
He wants you to continue your school. He's guiding you in that direction, and he's saying, did you quit and go back, or did you think about quitting?
Mm-hmm. Well, no.
Huh?
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, he wants you to keep.
That's the shut up, Char. Move on.
He wants you to keep going with school, and I'm hearing either a Will or the name Will. So, was there an issue with a Will, or an issue about his will, or is there a William, or a last name William, or a middle name William, or is there a William around who's deceased around anybody right next to you or near you? No. Okay. I'm not sure unless there's a middle name, or maybe you don't know about it. But anyway,
Think about mom's family.
Huh? Yeah. What about your mom's family? There's a Will or a William. Or it could be last name.
Does your mom have a brother?
No,
Is she dating anybody new?
not that I know of.
Okay. I kind of think maybe he's thinking that the William I'm getting is someone she might end up with. But he's also saying you need to forgive your mom and be patient with your mom and forgive her because she's an issue. There is definitely going to be a William around your energy. I don't know if it's a guy you're going to meet. Maybe it is your mom's going to meet or something, but it's definitely there. Your dad loves you. He's watching over you. He's sorry he left you with your mom. That's what he's saying. But he's in a very peaceful, good place, and there's like a dog jumping. So you must have lost your dog because there's a little dog jumping up on his leg. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Did somebody? I'm down here again. I've got a father figure who's passed. Somebody either had colon cancer or some type of blockage in the abdominal area, but it's down here. And they tell me to talk about Frank or Fred, or there's an F or a PH name, but it's over here. It's in the same section. I'm being pulled this direction. 1, 2, 3, fourth row, third seat in, lady with the glasses. Is there a father figure for you who's passed?
Stand up, please. Stand up.
I can't hear you. Is there, just yes or no, is there father energy that's passed for you?
It's a female.
Is there a father energy for you that's passed, like father-in-law or stepfather?
Well, my dad passed a long time ago.
Oh, well, him. Just him. It's really funny when people like do this. It's like you have the expectation of who you're going to hear from, or you think it's going to be like timely, like it's only people who've passed in the last 2 years. But the reality is, if somebody's been gone a long time, they can still come through. So your dad has passed. Okay. Was there another person that stepped in to be like a father figure growing up in some way, like mom's dad, or was there another father figure in there?
No one.
There is. There was. Besides your biological father, there has to be another energy who was like a father figure for you.
I can't think of one.
That's okay. Keep going.
But we didn't talk for long. For
You and your dad?
years. Yeah. and
Okay,
then
so
he
I've already
died.
established that your dad is here, and he's coming through first for you.
And
But he's
what-
telling me that in his absence, there was another male energy that was like a dad for you. Somebody who was that go-to guy. He was the person who stepped in for your dad in some way. So it's a matter of your editorial of what it is that he's showing me. But you did have this other person who was like a father figure. There's also somebody who was shot. They're telling me that somebody passed from an impact that was localized in some way. And they're telling me to talk about Bobby.
Bobby's my nephew.
Okay, is Bobby here?
He died of leukemia
Bobby?
at 15.
Okay, Bobby is with your dad. Bobby is coming through with your dad, and there's something with a blockage in the stomach area.
My aunt.
Okay, is she the F name?
No.
Okay, listen to me carefully. One of the things that I do is I hyperfixate on the information that they show me because I feel like I'm their shot at getting it across. And a lot of people want it to be what they want it to be, and I never go there. I'm always like, no, this cup is only
Yeah.
going to be a cup. It's never going to be a bottle. Did somebody just have a birthday in July?
I'm so bad with dates. I really am. Oh God, that's my daughter. she just turned 18, July 30th.
You really are bad with dates.
So this would be your dad's way of saying he sees your daughter as well by attaching it to July. So if he didn't know her in life,
No, he didn't.
this is his way of saying that. Now, I have to tell you, and this might be unpopular, but I'm sorry, but your dad is making me feel like he was edged out of your life.
Yes, he was.
Okay, it's not like I leave of my own accord. It's just that I'm almost young and irresponsible and not taking the responsibility that's put upon me and allowed somebody to push him out of the way.
His second wife.
Okay. Your nephew, Bobby,
Oh, yeah.
is with him. And I also feel like either he had massive research done around him,
Yes.
or they took him to a special institution or
Yes.
hospital, and
Yes.
he's written up about. They
Yes.
wrote up about him. Like, you could do
Yes.
the research and find
Fanconi
him.
syndrome, born with it. It was extensive, and yes.
Now, is that your sister's son?
Yes, it was.
Okay, because I see it as being connected to your sister. So would that be your dad's daughter?
Yes,
So that would be his grandson.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to say one last thing. Somebody was shot.
Somebody was shot.
Somebody was shot. They keep showing me a localized impact, like somebody was shot. It doesn't mean
Okay.
they passed this way. It's a symbol. Like when they show this to me, it means that there's an impact with a gun, or there's a story about a gun, or there's something about the gun. And it's like your dad's way of saying he wants you to know about this. Is Bobby's dad still here?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody in that family get shot, or was anybody in the line of fire in some way?
Well, they had jewelry stores, and there was, I think someone got shot in a jewelry store, and I know there was always.
Ricky, can you hit her?
ADD. Okay.
Is it frustrating for you when
No,
you're...
not even a little bit.
No?
Sorry.
No, but in all fairness, it is extremely, you're on a TV show and this is happening and you're not expecting this to happen, and then here's your dad, and I didn't expect my dad, but oh
No.
my God, I would have loved to hear from my aunt, and maybe
Exactly.
that's her. It's normal, but that's why I'm kind of playing with you. So
But
the most important thing is that you get the information.
Bob and my dad, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Time now to take a slight departure and switch from psychics to numerology. Do you guys know about that stuff? Oh, joining us now is one of the best. Please welcome celebrity numerologist Glynis McCants. Happy to have you here. Thank you. Oh my God, you blend so beautifully. Really nice to see you.
Nice
now,
to see you.
I am not familiar. I didn't know you before. I did know these two, but I'm so glad you're here, Glynis. You're known as the celebrity numerologist.
Yes.
Tell us how.
Well,
the
here's how it
numerology
works, and I've got your numbers. Let me just say some quick things about you, Ricky.
Yes.
Because I did run your chart, and I'm just going to say quickly, you're a 9 life path, which means old soul. It means even when you were little, you were beyond your years. And what you've had to do is find ways to overcome your past and find ways to be in the moment. And you're born on a 3-day, because 2 + 1 is 3, sense of humor, natural counselor. You give advice all the time, whether someone wants it or not.
Yes,
you do that in your
probably
life.
not more than
Yes,
often.
but you also like to hang with people that are funny, because laughter is a big part of who you are.
Yes.
And that comes from, and so you know, your soul number's a 6, which means when you became a mother, your soul was fulfilled. That's where your soul comes in. So what I teach, and I'm going to teach this whole room, how to find the most important number, and that's your life path number. So you guys all have a clipboard. Get your
Yes,
clipboard.
yes.
Yep. Clipboard under your seat. And what I'm going to do, Ricky, I'm going to use your birthday number as an
Okay.
example of how you find your life path.
Okay.
But below Ricky's birthday, I'm going to just say quickly that her birthday is 9/21/1968. And we just go straight across. So 9 + 2 + 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8 becomes 36. In numerology, you continue to reduce it to 1 digit. So 3 + 6 is 9. You are a 9 life path. Another thing funny.
Is that a good thing?
Well, here's
great.
what you're going to like about
really
it.
good.
Awesome.
It makes you a natural leader. People assume you know what's going on even when you have no clue.
Okay.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
Don't you wing it? Like in life, you kind of pull it off and go, I don't know how I did it. Well, I happen to know these two. They're both 9 life paths, just like
You're
you.
kidding.
No.
Wow.
So John's a 9, Char's a 9.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense about my personality. What you're saying really does ring true. Okay, so what do these numbers
So
mean?
now I'm
Once
going
we
to tell you what
found-
it means. Raise your hand if you're a 1 life path.
You're
The
a
number
one.
1. Okay, 1s, it means you strive to be number 1 at what you do. You're very self-motivated. If you're a 2 life path, raise your hand. Now, you guys are peacemakers, mediators. You don't want conflict, but you're also the terrible 2. When you get upset, you're like a little kid. If you're a 3 life path, raise your hand. 3s, you guys are communicators. It means you are optimistic, but natural counselors. As I said about Ricky, you like to communicate and express yourself. How true is that for you in the purple? Yes? Okay, 4. If you're a 4 life path, raise your hand. You guys are the natural student. Like when you seek knowledge and you learn, you want to show others how to do it. If you're a 5 life path, raise your hand. They celebrate life, and you know what a 5 loves? Freedom, fun, adventure. So you can bet the 5s in this audience are having a blast. Raise your hand, 5 if that's true. Now 6s, you're supposed to be in charge. You cannot stand being bossed around. How true is that? 7 life path, raise your hand. You know what you can't stand? When people invade your privacy. You need your privacy, you need some alone time, you have mystery. 8 life path, raise your hand. You guys are outspoken. You got to be careful because you're so honest. So you got to find new ways to say it. And you need financial security. 9 life path, raise your hand. Okay, 9s, you know that you're also a humanitarian, a 9 life path, and you need to actually learn to ask for help. That's not comfortable for you. It's like my joke, if you were in the ocean, your head would be bobbing. They're like, oh, she's a cute little swimmer. It's like, no, she's drowning. That 9 life path's drowning. And that's how it works.
Wow,
Those are your basic life path
that's
numbers.
amazing. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, there are some people in the audience who desperately need Glynis's help. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get that help after this. I am here with psychic mediums John Edwards, Char Margolis, and celebrity numerologist Glynis McCants. Okay, Glynis, besides the importance of numbers, you say your future can be determined by your name. How is that? How does that work?
Well, technically, like in looking at someone's name, there are 3 numbers that make up what it is. So, example, one of the topics that I was covering was, should you take his name, Ricky?
Oh, me with my husband?
Yes. Like,
okay.
That is a question to ask, because if you take someone's name,
well,
you're
he's
going to
here.
change
Can
your energy.
he's never
bring
been
him
out here, but can I bring
please.
him out
I've got
here?
to share what I know.
Kristen, come here. Should we sit over here? Can I sit with you?
Yes, and I have his numbers.
Okay.
I will tell you all about him. Let me scoot on over.
All right.
This is very cool. Now, here's how it works. You got 3 numbers in your name and 3 numbers in your birthday. The 6 numbers tell me a blueprint of who you are. So what you hope, if you have 3 numbers out of 6 in common, you're soulmates.
Really?
You're soulmates.
We are?
Soulmates.
Okay, that's not surprising to me, because I knew we were soulmates, but it's good that you
It's awesome
validate
to
that.
validate it, because a lot of people, at first, look, when you first fall in love, it's easy to go, oh, he's my soulmate. And then sometimes it's true. In this relationship, it's true. But let me tell you what he does for you. He rescues you. When you're upset and freaking out, he just hugs you and it all melts away.
Yes,
See?
you're right.
No,
yes,
your heart's
you
like,
saved
it doesn't
me.
matter how stressed or upset you are, he just holds you and like, I'm good. Why? Because he's got a bunch of 6s, which is the king of the castle, like home, family, all of that stuff matters a lot to you. And he is like a rock. He's a 4 life path. That means, honey, dive off the board. He just wants you to fly as high as you can. You hit the jackpot.
We both did.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what soulmate means. It always means mutual admiration society. So if you say, I love you, he's like, no, I love you. No, you're terrific. No, you're terrific. You guys do this back and forth thing, and it keeps your love alive. But this wasn't easy for you to find. No, you've been through it. So when I looked at his numbers, I just got excited. Now I'm going to tell you what you share as a couple. You share the number 6, which is all about family. So the kids and all that. Now, are you thinking of having a kid together, too?
No.
Okay, because you
We
already
did
have
think
them.
about it. We did think
Well,
about it.
Okay, so what do we say? You better have the birth control, because when 6s get together, it happens.
We took care of that.
Okay, good. Very good, because, honey, the baby pops out. But here's the deal. When 2 6s is about family. So your family means a great deal to both of you. Like, you don't have to make him be who he is. That's just who he is. He's thoughtful. He considers you. He remembers things you like. Okay? Then you guys...
Yes.
share the number 7, which is about spirituality. So working on that spiritual thing, I said, who am I? What am I? Why am I here? You guys need to work on that together. Like spiritually grow as a couple. And the love of nature, ocean, mountains, plants, flowers, that makes you guys so happy.
That does.
Yes, and that's
you
a
can
big...
tell us from our numbers.
This is all your numbers. All I'm doing is this.
So what number is he? So if I'm a 9.
He's ultimately a 4 life path, which means solid base. 4s also mean, though, if he holds his position, you're in negotiations here. I mean, he is strong-minded. And I compare a 4, he's giggling. I compare the 4 to the turtle, because if they don't feel safe, they go in the shell. And when they're safe, they put it back out. And he will do that. He'll go in if he needs to. And then you're like, where are you? Because you want to know right now.
Yes, that's true.
You're double 3.
He waits 3 seconds for everything. I react. I don't even wait a second.
You can't, because double 3 means now. I just want to communicate
now.
now.
I can't even help it. My numbers tell you that.
Listen, you know what? The reason I wrote Love by the Numbers was to give people permission to understand it really is who I am. No one's trying to be a mean person. Like, she doesn't try to be that way. It is her numbers. And if you knew that, it'd be easy. As a matter of fact, you could talk numbers. He could say the 4 in me needs to talk to you. And then you have to stop and listen.
I think he will now.
As well he should. The other number, okay, so I said 6. The number 9, which is family. So any stuff from the past, you guys have to make sure you don't let it block you from today. Because how many kids are involved in this?
There's 3 total.
Okay, so how many with you?
2 with me.
Okay, so I'm telling you, you've brought this family together, but there's drama surrounding it, and you guys can't let it in. That's the deal, because the 9 always feels too obligated. Like, oh, I'm going to take care of them too. And it's like, no, they are using you. Be real careful. Sometimes you give a lot, but when you don't get back, it can hurt you guys as a couple. So be careful who you let into this sacred place.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
but how fun is that? They really are soulmates.
Thank you. Stand up, please. Hi. You have a question?
I'm a psychic medium, and I recently have been working on a case where a family was brought to me that lost their daughter. And the circumstances at the time that, after I told them what I saw, which was a murder, because she was stalked for 4 months, they told me that they were actually told it was natural causes. So my question to you is, after they left, eventually they found the evidence, that I proceeded to give them over a period of time, but after they left, I felt debilitated. and I use all the protection. I did everything I could. What can I do to not feel so heavy after I deal with, situations like that?
Wow.
I think anytime you're doing this work, psychic self-defense has to be the first and foremost thing that you do, clearly.
Right.
The other thing is that you have to keep the sense, we all have ego, and there's a sense of ego that we have to not allow us to be defined by.
Right.
So when you do this work, you have to have enough of it to allow you to do it.
Right.
But then you have anything like this cup right now can only hold X amount of ounces of liquid. Anything more than that's going to overflow and make a mess. So ego's like that. You have to make sure that you have enough of it that can be contained, but then
Right.
anything more than that can make a mess. And sometimes when you're talking about a case like that, you take on the energy of the family or the energy of the person who's crossed over,
Right.
and you want to define yourself by solving the case. So it's not like, hey, look at me, I'm so great.
No.
It's, I want to fix this. So
Right.
I think I would ask you what would be part of her personality that would do that.
Yeah, so what is your birthday?
7/1/71.
7/1/71?
Yeah.
So 189. And tell me if she does not look like Cameron Diaz and Ellen Barkin mixed up.
True.
All right, so 8 life path. The 8 life path, it means you internalize too much anyway, and you do feel really responsible, like you're very
Yeah.
hypercritical of yourself. And so if you feel like you've ever come up short in your work, that also makes you unhappy. So honestly, my advice always to an 8, put on music, like the music you heard today, that makes you dance, that's silly and ridiculous, and movies that make you laugh, it'll pull you out. Because it means you're living in the past, really, because you've already done the job.
Right.
It gets you back in the moment, and you'll feel much lighter and better. That's what 8s always have to do.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Wow, wow. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for being here today. Thank you to Char Margolis, John Edward, and Glynis McCants. You are so amazing. And everyone here is not going home empty-handed. You're all going home with a copy of John's new novel, Fallen Masters, Glynis' book, Love by the Numbers, and Char's book, Love Karma. And for more information on John's online show and Char's new show in Las Vegas and Glynis' appearances, go to thewikilakeshow.com. And I hope for those of you here who connected with loved ones today, you feel some comfort. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you'll watch next time, too. Bye-bye.